Hello, it's Mr Waddington from Thackley Primary School and I want to welcome you to Thackley's YouTube channel. Now today we're going to be doing some sentence stacking, just like a typical Thackley English lesson would be. If you can do sentence stacking with your teacher, then you can do it at home. All you need is access to a computer or tablet or even a phone, a pencil or a pen and some lined paper. Now, the problem with sentence stacking at home is, how do I know what you're all writing? Well, the solution is easy. Just follow these steps today and you won't go wrong. Today, I need you to watch a short film called The Present. I know some of you will have seen this before, especially if you've been in my class in the past, but it doesn't matter. You can watch it again to remind yourself of what it's about. Now, I've put the link in the comments below to the video, but you could also search for it and you'll find it. It looks like this, or you can just click here. When you've watched this amazing short film, you'll need to write your chunk. And a chunk is a short bit of the film that you're going to write about today. Here are the chunks of the film, and it tells you which chunk you have to write depending on which year group you're in. So for example, if you're in year 1, you'd only have to write about the first 20 seconds of this film. Now the numbers are the time and you can see that on the bottom of the video clip. So if you're in year 6, you've got to write from 2 minutes 40 seconds to the end of the film. Now I don't want you to panic, as I'm going to make this really easy for you. After all, this is our first online sentence stacking lesson. You're only going to have to write 3 sentences, but you can write up to 9 if you want to, and especially if you're higher up in school and you want to deepen the moment. This film is all about feelings, so we will be using the feelings lens a lot in our writing today. We'll need to make sure we've got lots of feelings words to help us. Now, before I give you any more help, you need to go and watch the short film and then come back to watch the rest of this when you're ready. Pay particular attention to your chunk, because these are also in the comments of this film, remember, if you need them. Press pause, watch the film and come back when you're ready. See you soon. Okay, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed The Present. I absolutely love this short film. I like the way it challenges the way you think about things and people. Now, I told you before not to worry about the writing, because I'm going to make it really easy for you. I promise, if you follow these simple steps, you won't go wrong. Step 1 is easy. You're writing 3 sentences, but you can write up to 9 if you want to challenge yourself and you want to deepen the moment. In step 2, you're going to be using the noticing lens to write one of your sentences. In step 3, you'll be using the action lens. And finally, step 4, you'll be using the feeling lens. Now, I'm going to choose a chunk and I've selected chunk 1. So if you're in year 1, you're going to get the most help. I'm going to show you exactly what is going on inside my head. And remember, I've got the pencil, I'm the writer, and I'm in control. So when you've got this pencil in your hand, you can be the writer and you are in the driving seat. Before we even start to write our sentences, I want us to think back to what I said in the very first part of this video. This short film has got lots of feelings in it, so I want to use the feelings lens and include lots of feelings words in today's writing. I'm going to use the shadeometer to help me, and at the beginning of the film I can see the boy playing computer games and he isn't smiling. So I'm thinking, am I writing a happy sentence or a sad sentence? And I think he looks a bit sad, so I'm choosing a sad or a negative sentence to start with. I'm going to start with a noticing lens. But I'm going to add some feelings into it as well. The noticing lens is what you can see. You're telling the reader what you can see. And I can see a sad boy playing a computer game. So that's what I'm going to write. The sad boy was playing his computer game. Now, I quite like the word sad, but I'm thinking, is there a better word to use than sad? A word that is more suitable to use in my first sentence. I like the word gloomy. He's definitely more gloomy than sad. And then at the top there's miserable. But I'm not sure he's miserable, so I'm going to go with gloomy, but I'm going to keep the adjective sad and use 2 adjectives in my first sentence. The sad, gloomy boy was playing his computer game. Now I'm on to step 2. And it says to use the actions lens. Action lens words are verbs. They tell the reader what the person is doing, like jumping, running, playing. And you can see I've actually already used the action lens in my first sentence. But I'm going to use it again in my second sentence. And I'm thinking, what is the boy doing? And I noticed how his fingers were moving on the controller. So I'm going to use that in my sentence. I'm going to start with, the boy's fingers were moving on the controller. Now, that is a nice, easy sentence, but I want to add a bit more to this so that I can deepen the moment, and I can see that his finger movements are fast and furious because he's playing a fighting or a shooting game. So I want to add that detail into my sentence. The boy's fingers were moving speedily on the controller, fast and furious. The final step was to use the feeling lens. And in the first 20 seconds of this film, how do you think the boy is feeling? I think he looks sad, but I also think he's in a world of his own when he plays these games. He's hiding away from the world outside. He hasn't even opened the blinds fully in his room, even though you can see it's daylight outside. So I'm going to start with that sentence. He didn't care what was going on outside. Now, this is my last sentence, and I really want to deepen the moment, so I'm going to use a the more sentence. They're a really quick and easy way to add to your sentence, but you stay in the moment. So I'm going to change the full stop to a comma, and I'm going to add, he didn't care what was going on outside. The more he played, the more he felt separated from the real world. And that's it. Those are my first 3 sentences for chunk 1. Remember, check the chunk for your year group and then follow those 4 steps. You don't have to follow them in order. You can do the feelings lens first. It's up to you which order you do them in. I did say you can write up to 9 sentences, and you do this by deepening the moment. There's so many different ways you can do this. You can use another fantastic lens, for example. Tell me what he's thinking. Yeah, use the imagining lens. Or you could add a simile. I suggest you watch your chunk again and then send your amazing writing to me at year4@thackley.com. Email address is in the box below. I can't wait to read your work. Don't forget to tell me which class you're in, and then I'll put all your sentences together. I'll choose the best ones, and then I'll write out the story. And if you want to do more than one chunk, well, fill your boots, writers. The more I get, the better it will be. Now, if you need any help, you can email me, but don't worry about getting it wrong. Just try your best, and you will be fine. Hopefully I will get enough writing to make a new video. I'll read the whole story to you, which was written by you. See you soon, Thackley writers.